Well, Davidoff dying hit everyone hard. I mean, we were there, right at the top. But no matter how everyone tried to keep it together, it was just impossible to keep pace with Red Bull.
We found out afterwards that Davidoff had been ill for some time. He kept it from everyone. He tried to get as much in place as he could before he left. It was tough. But Devon and Callie, they had a lot to sort out.
Which is why, in the event of my death, I leave Butler Global and all of its assets to my son, Devon. I know you'll be watching this, Devon. And I hope that now you'll understand everything that I've prepped you for over the years, especially now that you're not driving anymore. Be a leader, Devon. The business is yours. I know you've got it in you.
That's it?
Those are his wishes. You are to be the sole owner of Butler Global and all its holdings and subsidiaries.
Including Connorsport?
Including Connorsport, Mr. Butler.
Right. Nothing for Callie?
That's okay.
What do you mean that's okay?
Well, it's not a surprise, Dev. I didn't expect anything.
Why not? So, are you sure this is right?
Oh, sure, Mr. Butler. Those were his wishes.
You'll be great. It's what he wanted. Just don't fire me, yeah?
If I could just get you to sign here and here, and your full signature there, please, Mr. Butler.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, boss, got a couple of minutes?
Hey, Callie. Thanks for the call.
What's up? Saw your text.
Yeah, look, you've had a lot on recently. And I was just thinking that maybe it would be good to set up some kind of support structure. You know, when I've struggled before, and I have, it really helped to talk to someone, like a professional.
No, whoa. Absolutely not. You want to send me to a shrink? Get my head checked?
No, it's not like that. A lot of athletes speak to psychologists. No one's saying there's anything wrong with you. It's just a way to maybe give you someone to talk to.
Oh, this isn't a choice, is it?
I'll require you to do this as part of your duties for Connorsport. And look, I really think it'll be positive.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll go, but don't expect me to be a model patient. See you later.
So, not the best start, Callie, but we have still got time, so let's push, please.
Okay.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on. Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta.
Copy.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. The car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. Right, let's pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Okay, clear. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Nice move, good job. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Woo! Yes!
Well, talk about taking advantage. Maya was really nowhere to be seen until the safety car. What a turnaround.
Yeah, that result keeps the team competitive at the top of the table. She recovered really well for an impressive finish at the end there.
And following a significant dip in form, I think there's a glimmer of hope for Connor Sport today, and they've kept pace with Ferrari in the battle between the top three. After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst that Connor Sport team, and they certainly deserve it.
Hey, have you seen Callie anywhere?
Yeah, she's around there.
There you are. What are you doing back here? You know everyone's looking for you.
That's precisely why I'm back here.
You okay?
It's not meant to be like this. I haven't even cried. Just feel sick.
What do you mean?
Well, when someone dies, you're supposed to let it all out, right? Cry and gnash your teeth and wail. And I just can't. He was never there for me, Aiden, so nothing's changed.
It's all right, Cal.
I see Devon upset and I resent him for it. It's different for Devon, it always was. And I've tried blanking it out. Suck it up and drive, you know. But all I can think is I'm doing exactly what the great Davidoff Butler would have wanted me to do. And I hate him for it. Then I remember he's gone, and the whole cycle starts again.
You need to talk to someone about this, Callie.
What do you think I am doing?
Dev, hi.
Finished strong out there today, Cal.
Yeah, thanks. Felt good. You're doing all right, it seems. Doing really well.
I guess.
Just all tickety-boo.
Sorry, Dev, is this congratulations or...
Yeah, no, absolutely. Congratulations. Great to see you thriving.
Thanks. Are you okay?
Me? I'm golden, mate. Yeah. Got a head.
Okay, feedback on the front wing, please. How's it feeling?
I can manage it till the end.
Okay, listen, we'll leave you to it then. Go for it. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. .1 seconds. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.0 seconds. Final lap, push, push. and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
So as we come into this tail end of the season, you just get a feeling that Connor Sport are just losing their edge.
They're just not bringing enough points to the table every weekend, are they, Crofty? They're losing touch with Red Bull.
And Ferrari are nipping at their heels too. So is there enough time to turn things around? On this form, I'm not so sure. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Callie, clearly some front wing damage there at the end of the race. You decided not to pit. Just talk us through that decision.
Yeah, look, in a situation like that, I'm going to go for the option with the highest potential gain. There may have been a time where Connor Sport were happy to even finish in the points, but that time is well behind us now. We're in a title fight, and you just can't beat Red Bull by playing it safe. Staying out there, it might have looked like a risk, but really it wasn't. It was the right call.
Well, clearly you lost some ground to Red Bull today. Just a few races left in the season. How concerned are you?
It's not what we're hoping for, but we've still got time left to close the gap. And we've all seen how much ground Connor Sport can close on Red Bull when it counts. Today wasn't ideal, but Connor Sport will continue to fight for the title.
You seem to have lost some momentum, certainly that we saw earlier in the season. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to take some responsibility here. I've had a few tough races. I've not been happy with my results, and I know I need to be delivering more for the team. I'll keep working hard, and I won't let up until I'm happy with my performance again.
That's great, thank you.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Hey, Cal.
Hey, I just wanted to grab you for a moment to say thanks.
Yeah?
For the support, the therapy is actually helping, despite me trying to sabotage it.
I'm glad you feel that way. You're not on your own.
I know, thanks. Anyway, right now I wish I was on my own because apparently I'm about to do some TV interviews or something. I'll see you at the debrief. Bye. Bye-bye.
It was time to pick, Cass. Why didn't we get that wing replaced?
It was marginal. We asked Callie how the car felt and she wanted to push.
She's becoming a liability.
Now she's driving well.
No, you need to keep an eye on her.
I do?
These are your drivers, Casper. You need to keep them in check. That includes Callie. If she's not behaving herself, that's your responsibility, mate.
I know.
Because I'm telling you now, there is something wrong with her.
Are you okay?
She's not right in the head. Why can't anyone else see it?
Well, she's coping. So?
She should be sad. Why isn't she sad?
It's complicated for her.
Oh, and it's not for me.
I didn't mean it like that.
What did you mean then, Casper? How is it different for her? Huh?
It's none of my business.
Oh, poor Callie. But Devon's all right. Devon will be fine, no problems. Is that it?
Oh, come on, Devon.
Yeah, and only the wise Casper Ackerman can possibly understand her grief. Huh? No, tell me. Yeah? Enlighten me, Casper. How is it different for her? I mean, she's your favorite after all, right?
That's not what this is about, is it?
No. How is it different for her?
How
is the death of
just
my
let it
father
go.
different for her?
Because your father had 2 kids, and he only raised 1. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
You know what, Casper? I think Connor Sport needs a change of direction.
It wasn't my place.
Yeah. No, it's, I'm not convinced you're making optimal decisions. The title slipped away.
Come on, Devon.
I've been thinking about it for a while, actually.
Look, let's just talk about this.
Your services at Connor Sport are no longer required, mate. I hereby terminate your contract.
Are you for real?
With immediate effect. Ciao, Casper. Close the door on the way out.
Well, where is he now?
I don't know, he's just gone.
Call him. Get him to come back.
Oh, hang on, wait. Where are you going?
I'm gonna talk some sense into that idiot brother of mine. We are not doing this without Casper.
Callie talked to him, and Aiden too. They tried to get him to change his mind. They were angry. Well, I was angry.
Did you try to change his mind?
No, Devon and I didn't talk again for a while.
And then what happened?
But that was that. I went home.
Were you worried about the team's performance without Casper?
No. I had a plan.
What plan?
Getting a new team principal. Or an old one.
So why did you take the position as team principal at Connor Sport, having stepped down from the role only 2 seasons prior?
You have kids?
Yes.
Okay, so one of them calls you and says, I need you. You're there, right? Any parent would be. Connor Sport was my child, my baby. I made that team. I would do anything for them. But I made it clear to Devon that I would only accept that job on a temporary basis.
Right, Callie's had to retire from the race.
So it's just me then?
Yep, just you, Aiden. Let's go. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 0.7 seconds. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, good work. Great pass. Okay, gap to the car ahead. job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Yeah, good day out, almost great. Nice job, everyone.
Doesn't matter which way you look at it, Ant, that's a poor result for Connosport today.
Yeah, it certainly is. They would have hoped for a better weekend than that. You had one driver out the race altogether, another one dealing with a puncture. That's really cost them dear.
And it's put to bed any notion that they can still compete for the championship, I think. At Red Bull, comfortable at the top of the standings, and Ferrari now leapfrog Connosport into second. Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
Devon.
Oh, I am getting it in the neck for this. Because I'm the guy that sacked the great Casper Ackerman.
And that means you're the same guy who can bring him back.
He's not going to come back now, is he? Anyway, we got you now.
I'm here temporarily, Devon. I can help Connosport in other ways.
Well, if you want to help, you can tell me what happened out there with that puncture.
Debris.
What about Ferrari? You know, it was bad enough losing ground to Red Bull, but now we're third. Car's gone backwards.
We had a great car at the start of the season, and
by the end, other cars were better. Look, quick isn't quick enough. We have to develop faster.
Yeah, well, I'm working on it, okay? And you know who had a great relationship with engineering.
Oh, let me guess. Was it Casper? You know, if we talk about him enough, he might just appear. I'm gonna go. I just, gotta talk to the press. They're, circling. Ciao.
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
once again, it's Max Verstappen, champion of the world. Red Bull, brilliant celebrations for...
You know, I'd sacrificed so much for Formula One. I wouldn't have played it any other way, but Lily was growing up fast. And I'd already retired once. And I did a bit of mentoring for Callie just to keep myself busy. And, well, before I knew it, I was team principal at Connorsport, and it just took over my life again. I think with F1, I was an addict. And I was missing more birthdays, school plays, stupid stuff. Really important stuff. So, yeah, I think Devon did me a favor. For once, I felt I was exactly where I needed to be. And I wasn't going anywhere.
Hey, boss, got a couple of minutes?
Hey, Aiden, thanks for calling. Just wanted to touch base. Obviously, first race of the season. I'll be frank, we expect to start a little on the back foot.
Right.
But we have a small upgrade package coming soon. And then a major upgrade package coming by Barcelona. A track where we'll really benefit from it. I'm sorry it's not more and sooner, but we are where we are.
Look, it's not ideal, but I trust you. It's taken years to get to this point, so I'm not gonna have a tantrum now. Let's just keep pushing, yeah?
Absolutely. We will push. Go well out there.
Cheers. See you later.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Terrific day here in Melbourne so far. Loving the action, but I would say not loving the lack of surprises.
A bit predictable, yeah, you're right, Crofty, with Red Bull. They've hit the ground running here in Melbourne. The car looks like a dream to drive. The one thing that surprised me, though, this weekend is that Connorsport haven't really been there. In qualifying, they weren't there, and in the race today as well.
You're not wrong, Ant, but look, Jackson's just made a late stop here, so maybe he can salvage something.
Okay, Aiden, let's go. See if you can go and get him. Push, push.
Understood.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more. Okay, gap to the car in front, 0.6 seconds. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Tough one, that. But good points. Good job.
Well, there you have it. A fresh start for everyone here in Melbourne. But is it the start that they would have wanted? Well, for many teams, I think the answer will be no.
Yeah, Red Bull establishing themselves early on, which should come as no surprise. It will be fascinating, though, to see if any other team can step up and keep pace with them this year.
Yeah, an intriguing start to this 2025 season. I can't wait to see what it brings. Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
The board won't do anything extreme.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
Let me draft something for you, Devon. Leave it with me.
Right, I just want a couple of minutes of your time, then I'll hand you over to Andreo. We have the resources this season. We've got a great team, and we've got my expertise to guide us. I don't know how else to tell you, but we have to make another title run.
Shame we don't have the guy who led us in the title race last season.
You let it go, Cal. Casper doesn't want to come back.
I'm not surprised.
They were at each other constantly. They never really reconciled over Davidoff. Callie was still angry about Casper. Yeah, it was rough.
Okay, so it'll be a two-stop.
Yeah, you can tell Mike you absolutely can play over the dog leg on the third because I've done it, mate. Yeah. Ciao, man. You saying?
The data suggests we are looking at a two-stop race. We think Red Bull will do the same, so we are relying on your performance, okay?
Why not go for a one-stop?
Devon, the data says...
Yeah. Listen, you don't beat Red Bull by copying them. Go for a one-stop with a long second stint. I've spoken to the strategist. Trust me, it's gonna work.
We have a plan. We go with the data.
It's worth considering.
Seriously? Who do you want to side with, Aiden? The guy who spent weeks formulating strategy and analyzing data, or the guy who's desperately trying to do 3 different jobs at the same time?
You got something to say, Cal?
Who are you trying to be, Dev? The CEO of Butler Global? The owner of Connorsport Racing? Or the team principal?
I have to look after all of it. It's kind of my job now.
Just because Dad told you to doesn't mean you should.
What I say goes.
But you don't drive the car anymore, Dev. So I think when we're on the track, we go with Andreo's plan, the plan that's actually backed by the data. Aiden?
Yeah,
Jackson, don't you dare.
You don't win a race on a hunch, Dev.
She's got a point. Sorry.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. Two-stop, as discussed. Thank you, everyone. I'll be in the garage in a few minutes. Find me if you need me. I welcome your ideas. You know that. But this division is bad for the team. You should speak to me first.
You think I'm doing too much?
Yes.
Was that it?
Callie's right. Hey, Callie. I heard you were after me.
Yeah, just wanted to check in on the car. I'm buzzing to test the new upgrade.
Final checks on the car happening right now. Upgrade looks good. First of the season. And more to come in the European leg. Let us know how you find it, yes? Your feedback is vital.
Cool. Well, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Find it difficult to remember that sometimes.
Yes, you and me both. And, listen, I know there's been some chatter about strategy, but no matter what, we'll be quick. Or at least quicker. Just control what you can control.
Well, can't wait to see what I can do. Thanks for the chat. And see you in the garage.
See you there. Bye.
Hey, we need your input on this one.
Okay, so that safety car wasn't too helpful for us. We are going to need you to hang on to these tyres right until the end now, please, Callie.
I'm losing grip out here.
Yeah, I know, copy that. But there isn't much we can do about that. Let's focus and see if you can hold off those that are coming up behind.
I'll try.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, gap ahead, 4.1 seconds. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Gap to the car in front, 0.9 seconds. Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Callie Mayer, what an impressive drive that was today. The safety car came out at just about the worst time, but she hung on, really impressively turning it into a good result.
It's what a good driver has to do, Crofty, make the best out of a bad situation. It clearly wasn't their plan, but she managed her tyres beautifully there at the end.
And managed it to the extent that Connor Sport now move into third place, just behind Ferrari in the standings. The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
Callie, that safety car really did throw a spanner in the works for you today. How on earth did you manage to cope so well with the change of strategy?
Yeah, it was tough out there today, and I could really feel the tyres giving up towards the end. I just focused on keeping the input smooth, reducing the strain as much as possible. It wasn't a great place to find myself in, but I'm pleased with what I achieved, given the circumstances.
And congratulations are in order. Connor Sport are now third in the Constructors. How significant is that for the team?
It's huge for the team. Andrea's done a great job, so has Aidan, and every single person in this Connor Sport team has been working flat out to maximise the car. To be this high up on the table is the result of a massive team effort. So, yeah, feels good to see the team's hard work starting to pay off.
How important was this race for you personally, given such a tough start to the season?
This kind of race, it can help to build confidence, and confidence is important for me. I just need to carry on this momentum to the next race.
Well, a good showing today, and that is despite the controversy about a potential deal with Harmonia. Tell me how hard it is to put that just to one side and perform on track.
Look, my job is to race. That's all I do. What happens above me, sure, I can say what I think, but ultimately you are asking the wrong person.
Thank you so much for your time.
Callie.
What?
If this is going to work, you're going to have to start listening to me.
I'm the one that needs to listen.
The one stop was the right call.
It was a hunch. We got lucky.
Connor Sport can't afford to have a driver that's constantly fighting the owner.
Right, so first you fire Casper, and now it's me. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm not afraid to make changes.
Threatening my career to keep a check on me. Now, why does that feel familiar?
Don't make this about him.
Then stop acting like him.
The whole world is comparing me to the old man. And now it seems my own sister's joining the act. Great.
You inherited the Empire. The business goes to you, all to you, and yet somehow you're the victim.
You think this is easy for me?
No, I just think it's all about you.
It's about the team, Callie. Listen to me. This season must be a success.
It's your team, Dev, so whatever you want.
You know what? You're right. It is my team. I did inherit the Empire. So that means you do what I say next time.
How about you work with the team?
I own the team!
But you're not part of it. What is your official role? You keep trying to do Andrea's job. You're throwing mad ideas out there, hoping to get lucky, and then disappearing off to take phone calls every 5 minutes. You are all over the place, Dev. You are panicking. And panicking doesn't win titles.
I need to take this. Mike.
Oh, you're a joke.
Hello, mate. Yeah, no, amazing, yeah.
Andrea, listen, I know it looks bad, but that's just me and Devon, okay? Siblings argue.
Callie, I was just calling to say, great drive today.
Oh.
It was a champion's drive. You're the new tire whisperer on the grid now.
Thanks. Cheers. I mean, the upgrade made a real difference. I spent the first few races wishing I was in a Red Bull, but after today, maybe I won't be knocking on their door just yet.
My job is to give you the best car on the grid.
Let's keep pushing, yeah? There's always more time to find.
Well said. Listen, relax tonight, yes? Enjoy your evening.
You too. Bye.
It was too much. Constant fights between Devon and Callie. I took it upon myself to get them talking again, outside of official Connorsport business.
And how did that go?
Just let them adjust the camber cow, take it out next practice, see how it feels. It's no big deal.
It's not your call, Devon.
Look, if we have a good weekend, we overtake Ferrari. I'm just trying to... Oh! No. Hello, mate. All right. Yeah, I was just about to call you about that, actually. That's
Callie, all right, buddy?
Buddy?
Yeah, buddy, buds, compadre.
Looks like the Aiden bot has finally malfunctioned. Are you all right?
Just saying hello.
You're being weird, Aiden. What's going on?
You should talk to him.
Who?
Your brother?
You know what he's like. He's difficult.
Callie, it's important. Look,
I'm
you
getting
can't
a
just...
drink. Do you want a drink? Coffee? Smoothie?
Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
Aiden.
Hey, I tried talking to Callie.
No joy?
She won't even engage with it. Completely shut me off.
That's not unexpected. And Devon?
You know, I'll have to pick my moment with him.
Ugh. They're making this difficult for us. I just want to bash their heads together.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, thanks, Aiden. I'll wait to hear. Oh, and listen. I just wanted to say to you directly, I'm sorry we can't run the upgrade on your car this weekend.
Yeah, look, I've calmed down since I first found out. Keep it in the family, you know?
It's not like that. Really, it was 50-50.
Yeah. I guess I'll do what I can for the team.
Thank you. Even without it, you'll still be quick. You can still impact this race.
All right. But next time I get the package, all right?
Deal. See you later, Aiden. Bye.
You're dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second. Green flag. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.6 seconds. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. The weather's turning, we think it's time to box now. If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. Good job. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
A very strong showing from Connor Sports here in rain-soaked Barcelona. Looks like Ferrari will drop a place in the Constructors now as Connor Sport move into second place behind Red Bull.
Yeah, we're starting to see what they were capable of last season when they briefly topped the standings. Can they push for the top again? We'll see.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari do it again.
Hey,
Aiden, what can I do for you?
Listen, I just spoke to Callie.
At least someone is.
Yeah, no, it's just that she said that she wanted to talk to you.
Really?
She just bumped into her. She said that
Jackson, mate, it's a noble effort, yeah? You can't play a butler.
I wasn't. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, did you honestly think this was going to work, this little plan of yours? Huh?
Until he said no?
Yeah, I think so. Jackson, next time, try and make it believable, yeah?
You know the last thing that Davidoff said to me? Keep an eye on those two. He knew. He knew that the team wouldn't work if Devon and Callie weren't getting along. Plus, you can't play butler? I guess I took it personally.
Hey, Andreo.
Hey, I spoke to Callie and Devon.
What did you say?
I called the meeting, made it sound important. They said they'd come.
So they'll just be waiting, together in your office? Well, that's perfect.
You really think this will work? How do you know they'll talk?
I just think they're ready to.
I guess we'll find out. Tell me if you hear anything.
Will do. Thanks, Andreo.
Anytime.